Let me talk about the file system first. Okay, so in the file system will look something like this. So let's say base is what we have. Okay, so we will be having like /srv/salt. Okay, so I'm saying a dev environment file system. Okay, /srv/salt/dev, and inside that I will have all the respective things. Okay, then let's say if I have it like a QA, I can have something like this /srv/salt/QA, and the same goes for the prod environment. Okay, prod srv/salt/. This will be the normal structure you will have. So base can be applied to the default environment. Base will be the default environment, and if I want the salt to be applied only for this particular prod, so I'll be giving something like this. That's what I showed here. Salt environment equal to so let's say I give it for the backup servers. So instead of that, I can give like web. Okay, web star. Anything starts with web, and state.apply. And I can say the directory is network. So let's say under the prod I have a network, and then in the salt environment I'll be giving this as a prod. So this will be something like this. I'll just take it up. So the pillars will be common. This will be the pillar structure. I'm just breaking the structure. So this will be something like this. Base RV slash so our pillar base was, let me just check our pillar base. So pillar. SRV pillar is our base directory. So it will be in this case SRV slash pillar slash let's say base. So this is my base pillar. If I have dev SRV pillar slash dev, then what we had QA, right? QA and product. So this will be QA. Okay. The SRV pillar is going to be common, and then the QA will come into this picture. Or it will be. So this is how the pillar directory structure is going to look like. Okay, so this is our current structure. Okay, here we don't have any environment. Everything is like SRV salt. Inside that I have all my state files. This is my Chaco state file, cron, okay, HTTPD, like that we are having it. Okay, when I go for the environment, this structure, just take it up and try to see if I can write it here. Okay, in this section, it will be having something like this. So forget about this. Okay, let's remove all these things. Let's just have it like a, let's say I'm having everything as a folder structure. So inside this, I will have a dev folder. Okay, that's what I have written in the PowerPoint, right? So service/dev. Under that, I will have my Chaco. So it will be going like this. Okay, and under this, I'll be having this. So this will be the structure when I have it as an environment. Okay, like that, you can also have something like you will have a QA. Okay, and then let me remove all these things and then show you. So this will be your prod will be looking like. So it will be something like this. So this will be your prod. Okay, and the pillar is going to look something like this. Instead of this section, you will have a first you will have a dev. That's what I've given, right? So pillar structure will be service pillar dev, and inside that you will have all these things. So inside that you will be having this. So let's just keep only Apache, or let me just keep all these things, right? So these things will be under that. And like the same way, you will have another set of pillar for the another environment. So it will be QA. Okay. And this will be for the prod. Okay. So this will be the pillar structure, and then inside the salt, I will have different directory structures, and there I will have my respective state files available. And when I am running the command, right, I told you this environment. Where is the PPT? So I'm saying that this is my environment, right? If I say prod, it will take the state file from this location and the pillar from pillar data from this location. I want Apache version to be upgraded in all my dev servers. Okay, let's take that scenario. Okay, so there in our current state, we have a top.sls, right? So this is available here, but for environment specific, I will have my top.sls. So there I'm going to map my, so it will be something like this. So in my top.sls, I'm going to say, so let's say I'm going to map all the dev servers here. Okay, so there I'm going to say in the top, let's say everything starting with the dev. Okay, let's have a scenario. All the dev server starts with the domain name dev hyphen something like that. So I'm putting dev hyphen star will come into the top.sls. Okay, and let's say here instead of Chaco, let me say that Apache installation. Okay, in Apache installation, I have a entry or a task to upgrade the Apache to the latest version. So when in this case, in the top.sls, I will be mapping all the dev servers here, and then respective code to upgrade Apache will be available in the init.sls. Okay, so while running this, so that it will be like I'll show a top file so that it will be very clear. Cat salt. Yes. So currently, okay, this is what we have it as a base, right? So here I'm just using it with the grain. Okay, here think of it like a I'm having it with the mapping like star dot dev star. Okay, I can have a mapping called dev, and then I can have a dev hyphen star. This is the mapping I'd be doing it here, and then I will have a code like this in the init.sls. When I run the command, so when I want to do it like this, let's say in the dev, the command is going to something look like this. So in the environment, it will be dev. So when I run this, so let's say saying something like this, then instead of network, and I'm going to call it as like Apache. So when I run this, based on the environment, it is going to find the top mapping, the minion mapping from the top.sls, and then it is going to apply this init.sls on the servers. So every environment will have its own top, and in the pillar, this top.sls is for the pillar mapping. Okay, don't confuse this with this. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the minion mapping that is for the pillar mapping. Okay, so let me draw it as a diagram. So when I run this, let's say I'm running this on the dev environment. Let's take a scenario. I have a dev server. Okay, in dev environment, I have dev dot web1. Okay, dev dot web2. Okay, and dev dot web3. Okay, so this is, and then I have dev dot app and dev dot db. So this is my list of servers in the dev environment. Okay, so let's keep this way. So when I apply the, let's say in the dev environment top.sls, dev environment top.sls, I'm mapping. So let's say instead of this way, I will say total environment. And I'm let's say instead of like this, I have a set of servers in let's say QA. Like that, I have a similar set for prod. Let's keep that way. This is the total set of servers available, and in the dev environment SLS, I am going to put a mapping saying that the mapping will be dev dot, and there I'm going to have I'm going to get only the list of dev servers. Okay, and in the pillar, okay, I need to differentiate. Think of our user scenario. In the dev pillar, I want to apply it only for the web servers. So I'll give dev dot web dot star. So I'll get only the web servers into this particular pillar.